Hello, everybody. Merry
Morning, Scott.
Christmas. It is Thursday, December 22nd, and a very special guest has joined us. It looks like it's young Santa Claus. Here, he's got the beard for it here. The thing is that nobody likes a thin Santa, so he's got many millennium to go before he's up to the Santa size. But anyway, everybody, welcome KoolFrogg
If you
to the
could only
show.
see, if you could only see how big I really actually was.
You're 6'7", aren't you?
No, I'm not. I don't know where that ever came from.
It came
It's
from me.
usually 6 foot, about 240. It's a fairly large dude. Just
Uh,
saying.
well, I don't know what happened. I just said one day, I was like, yeah, well, KoolFrogg's huge. He's like 6'7", and that's kind of stuck in there ever since. So, man, thank you guys in the chat are already going. Melissa Jane, Texas Jen, Squabba. We talked about you at dinner tonight. Divinity, the new number. Check this out. It is now what 971, right?
Yep.
So
It's changed. I made sure I clipped that 969 though, because I'm like, that's a good number. Gotta clip that.
It is. Digger 420, how are you doing? Merry Christmas to you. So guys, this is a oh, hang on, let's see here. White Rabbit's here. How are you? Jim with no filter. How are you doing? I love these avatars. I love these Christmas avatars people are starting to put up. Well, it's just I love Christmas. Oh, Ash, how are you? So if Ashinator's here,
That's right.
Guava Ball will not be around. Have you seen their gaming stream?
I've caught a couple of them.
Dude, is it not hilarious?
It's so funny to listen to him.
The first time I heard that, I was like, "What did I just hear?" And yeah, it's hilarious. Crystal Clear, she did an edit of one of the games, and she said I never used the same scream twice, and it was like a 13-minute long video out of an hour of gameplay, and it's Guava constantly sounding like a scared little girl. Dictionary Diva, how are you? Or is it tomorrow? It is either tomorrow or today right now. I don't know what time it is because time's not real. Maggie Best, how are you doing? And always one of the cutest avatars.
An awesome crowd.
Do you ever, when you see people in your chat, do you remember names or do you remember avatars? Or do you not remember anything? Because that happens a lot.
It's usually just the names that I see that come through or whatever. Because the avatars are so small that it's really hard to just pick out the avatar. Some of them you can pick out. Like you see that red blob coming across, you're like, oh, that's Darth. There's certain people that you can actually see off of their avatars, but like you can see the prettiness of Melissa Jane or whatever. You're like, oh, that's her.
That's how we were doing I think it was on a Friday Night Live, and White Rabbit was on, and we were all talking, and she goes, "Hey guys, I don't know if you guys have seen in the chat, but who is this Melissa Jane? Like, if that's her in that avatar, she is absolutely beautiful." And that's how we all came about that we started talking to her. Right. So, Big Guy 45. So, like 45s, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, what's this on his avatar? And it's an acoustic guitar on a sidewalk. What's funny is if you don't blow it up, I thought at first it was the yellow lines on a road. Weird, right? Cool Gamer, what's up, man? Let's see here. If we don't want to miss anybody. Grace Case. Oh, she's got a new avatar. She had her going down a chimney yesterday. Now she is bundled up for the snow. Meme Copium is here. Yes, I did tweet it out. It should have gone out. If it didn't go out, then something's messed up. Because I scheduled it, and that means that I may not know I didn't schedule the date right. Memento Mori, how are you doing? Ashinator, what's up? We already saw Ash there, didn't we? See, here's what's funny. You said that big red. So like this one and this one kind of got me side by side with Darth Hideous and Ash. Anyway, let's see here. Let's go on down here. Yeah, meme. I'm going to send it back out. Matter of fact, once I get through here. TR Greater X, how are you doing, man? I've missed you
What's
here
up, TR?
lately. Oh, I think we got a super jet. Clumsy clairvoyance. Now I saw. Hang on a second. We got to do. Let's see here if I can do this. I've got to catch up, man. I've got to catch up because I've got a. She actually sent it to me. It's a file to play for super chats, and of course, you think I've ever gotten around to clipping it. People that do clip shows and clips and all that stuff amaze me. But yeah, there you go. So now listen, last night you were on Clumsies. You're in the chat.
I've since the first time that I jumped in there, you were in there. Each time that I've seen you live, I've at least gone in and hit that like button because hitting the like button pushes algorithms and it helps people grow. So it's like I've hit it up, quite a few times. And she's asked me every single time, "Hey, if you want, I can do a reading for you." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't really get into doing that or whatever. I don't want to know. I don't want to know." That's why I'm like, but will I listen to her do her stuff? Absolutely. She's good stuff. And she actually went and she was doing the same thing that we're doing here, trying to get me to the 1,000. And she was actually pushing me through to her crowd. And I had picked up quite a few last night. For me to only go and join, Mighty Meat and Valhalla today, just before coming here, to pick up even more before coming in here. And it was like, if I don't hit that 1,000 tonight, there's something wrong. It just.
Oh yeah, right. I mean, you have that momentum right now.
Nice. Yeah.
Hang on a second here. I'm trying to send out this tweet. Please sub to KoolFrogg and help. I can't type and talk at the same time. Help him get to 1,000. Oops. You know what? I typed in 1,000. I did 1 and then the letter O 3 times. That's not going to work out. And I am putting up your page now. And we are going to tweet. If it tweets. All right, there you go. So yeah, well, Clumsy is great, and that's something else I gotta remember. But anyway,
she's a sweetheart, that's for sure.
So I'm not into tarot stuff. Never have been, right? Never I don't understand it, so I don't really go around. And she went over there and she did a reading for me, and I was like, nah, that's okay. And then all of a sudden I was like, son of a gun, it was weird. It felt like talking to a therapist. And it's just, she's just very, very cool and laid back, and which is like everybody here. So, but tonight is KoolFrogg's night, everybody. Please, if you, whatever social media you have, please put up KoolFrogg. Ask people ask your dogs, ask your cats, ask your neighbors to sub to KoolFrogg.
Ask the ghost behind the chair, whatever it is,
Oh, look at this. 972. Yep. 972.
It's starting.
Let's go. Let's because what we want to do
actually it says 974 now. There you go. Keep going.
Wow.
Yep, there you go. Keep going.
This could be a short stream. That
26 to go. Well, we don't want to just go away because we have some kind of a plan for the night, right?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely. Here's your channel. Look at this. We're gonna upload. We're gonna reload it here.
Hit the refresh button on there.
Yeah, 975.
25.
Wow, this is awesome. This is an awesome night.
Great.
So, what I want to do. Wait. Okay, gosh. Man, my stuff's messed up. I need to restart my computer, is what I need to do. But I don't want to say it too loud.
Clumsy. I went to all my Gmails and added 5.
Well, we won't talk about that. I don't know what happened there. Jujubee's here. How are you doing? Oh, wait, there she is. Jujubee. Jujubee's great. Miami Spice is here. Awesome. Miami Spice she has left Miami, and she is in the coldest part of the north right now, ready for this storm. Well, she's on your, what is it, parallel? I don't know. I don't remember the stuff from the globe. Psychosocial, how are you doing? hit the like and sub to Cool Frogs. Yes, that's awesome. Maggie Best, thank you for the super chat. Love this. This is what Christmas is. We got, and this is I'm telling you, man, this is going so fast. I don't have the chance to. Thank you, Maggie. I don't have the chance to.
Since 976.
That's so awesome.
Yep.
So Cool Frog, he started a year ago, right?
Yep, just over a year now. It was the 15th of December last year that I actually started doing anything, and worked my butt off for the whole year, just producing. Seriously, producing as much content as I possibly could every single day. Only lately, since I actually got this job, that I actually stopped myself from doing 7 nights a week.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm down to about 3. Depending on the week. I think next week I'll be up for 4 days, if I'm not mistaken. I did catch a schedule for next week or whatever. So I mean, it's really dependent, and it's dependent on weather as well. Because here in the state of South Dakota, if it gets to the point where it's either too cold, too windy, too icy, too whatever, they actually just shut down. I'm used to Minnesota. Minnesota doesn't do that. They salt and they sand everything, and you go. Here they say no, and they shut it down. They tell you no traveling. So if they say no travel, then it's like, oh, I don't go to work.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what do you do, right?
Right. So I do this. Right. Exactly.
Okay, so now I don't know why I forgot this, but you're now pinned to the top of the chat, so everybody can get in there and subscribe. Hopefully, we get this going. Oh, hang on here. I guess I probably need to hit reload over here, right? And 976. Is that what you said last?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cool Frog starts a year ago. I had started like in August-ish, and it's funny because I saw back in August, I saw like, I had a channel like for maybe a year longer than that, and I just went back and it's like the first stuff, like it was like I do something, and then it's like 3 weeks before I did something else. And I remember I'm hearing all these other people. I was a lot of my influence to get started was like Nerdrotic, Ethan Van Sciver, Geeks and Gamers, all these guys. What got you? Did you listen to YouTube before you got started?
Nick Ricada.
Really? So you were just on YouTube one day, you found Ricada.
After the George Floyd incident, in watching leftist media, right? Because I was in Minnesota, right? Exactly. And watching leftist media and watching the stories that they were telling, and then flipping from one channel to the next and hearing the story that they just told on one channel all over again on the next channel through somebody else's lips. I just kind of am like, there's something wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
There's something. Everybody, they used to be a little different than that, and it's not. It's not like that. And, so I'm just like there's something wrong. So I went to YouTube. I did actually find Ben Shapiro first. I'm like, yeah, that's a little far.
Oh wow,
that's a little far. I kind of kicked it back a little bit. Tried finding somebody because I was from Minnesota. Tried finding somebody from Minnesota, and that's where I found Nick Ricada. And I said, if this guy can do it, anybody can do it. And that's pretty much where it was like, okay, I started trying to figure out how to get a system set up and get some, get a computer and everything all ready and going or whatever. And then met Good Logic in the process through Nick Ricada, and becoming a mod for him. He's actually did a lot for me. He actually changed my attitude on a lot of things. And I've told them this even personally, be like, you've changed my attitude a lot, on a lot of things, on a lot of, because I'm just super Democrat to being somebody that says, nah, I'm not listening to that shit no more. I'm not going to listen to what they have to say. And I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm going to actually, pretty much played off as being a centrist for a good few months or whatever. Met myself an America Shirts. I had done a few things and deleted them before I met America Shirts. Once I met America Shirts, and it was like, okay, together. Now I can't delete it because I'm not going to delete him. I'm not going to delete anything that he had done, and that's where this really took off.
And I've been trying to get a hold of Shirts, and I can't. Haven't heard back from him.
He's been MIA for the last few days. I'm hoping he's okay, and everything's actually working out for him.
That's scary.
Yeah, I seriously have not heard from him in the last 2, because normally he joins me or whatever. He didn't join me 2 nights ago. He did not join me last night. I actually had Jimmy YouTube and Win in Reality actually joined me last night, so I had somebody to talk to or whatever, as opposed to just talking to chat, which I normally do. Yeah. I normally talk to chat. I involve chat as much as I possibly can.
Well, hey, speaking of chat, Mark Jones just gave a super chat. It says he just subbed to you now at 978.
Nice, brother.
So
nice.
Yes, Mark Jones, man, thank you so much. And you know what?
It's actually higher than that. It says 986.
Oh, dude.
It actually says 986.
Well, hang on real quick, because I've been waiting. I've been holding on this soundbite here since you were talking there, kind of like your flow, like where you went to. And I just want to do this.
I will tell you all, the expert is the biggest freaking asshole ever.
So that is my claim to fame. Mark Jones, thank you for the super chat, buddy. And I was telling Mel last night. I think it's. I know this sounds weird, and Frog is probably feels the same way I do. Is that you looking in your streams and you get to know people, and then sometimes it hits you. You're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen that person in a while. And so I was telling Mel about like who were like some of the people like I remember the longest. And of course it was KoolFrogg, Grim, America Shirts, Jimmy YouTube, and Mark Jones is one. He came in. It was like I did a stream in January, and I remember him coming in, and I think it was my first live stream. To tell you the truth, not my first live stream. It was the first one that I had done. Kind of like all the content was my own and everything else. So thank you, Mark Jones, and yeah, man, 978. And now you're at what now? Hold on, I'm gonna have to go over here. You got this. Screen. Look at that. Yeah. That is awesome.
That's live update, and nobody gonna tell me anything different than what this is telling me.
That is awesome. Jerry Gimble, how are you doing?
You see that big huge spike back a week ago?
Yeah,
that actually came from actually joining Legal Vices at 7:00 in the morning, our time, and hanging out with them for like 3 or 4 hours as he got totally wasted.
Oh gosh!
Push. There you go. You see it? 987.
Oh wow, that is awesome. That is awesome.
He actually pushed it for us, and he that big jump is from him. I always appreciate him for actually doing such a thing. I see Clumsy Clairvoyant says, "Whoop, KoolFrogg, tell Legal Vices to eat our shorts if we get you to 1,000." Yes. I will totally go on his show and tell him to eat everybody's shorts.
Yes, tell him that.
Because he didn't do it. You guys did it.
Tell him that. Tell him that. Infamous Truth Teller, how are you doing? Rabbit, how are you doing? I was like, Mistress Meg. Did I see Mistress Meg earlier? I missed it. Mistress Meg, hey, how are you? So there's some new people coming in here, guys. We are trying to get KoolFrogg to 1,000. If you like this type of content, you are more than welcome. Please subscribe, hit that like button and hit the notifications off the bell. But anyway, so that's how you have to do it. You have
drop this show link in a couple of other Discords because I'm like, whatever. Let's see if we can't.
Listen.
Being that you're helping me, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to actually help you as well.
Well,
bring in different people. So
awesome! Check this out. Just subscribe to KoolFrogg. Infamous Truth Teller did. So here's something. Do you remember? Was it the streamed? We did one for you that was to get you to 100, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Think about that. That's what got me, man. I started thinking about it. I got really excited about this. I was like, this would be so cool because KoolFrogg's channel is like, you have a very loyal base, but it was like
Yeah.
hard to get it out there and going and stuff. And it's just
Right.
it was so great to
That slow progression of the first month of having at myself in America shirts talking at absolutely nobody, and seeing nobody in chat whatsoever.
Well, hang on a second, man. We got someone in chat right here. Look who just showed up. Jimmy YouTube.
Jimmy YouTube.
Yep.
To this guy right here, Jimmy YouTube.
Jimmy it's funny. It's actually good that he's between us right now on the Avatar thing, because Jimmy is how I met you.
Right. Exactly. And Jimmy, I met New Year's Eve last year. So as far as that goes, this is
crazy.
It's like how awesome it is. The audience, the group dynamics that we actually built over the last year is we are all super tight knit, and we actually talk to each other pretty much every single day.
Yeah, we're pretty damn close. It's kind of a great little community we've gathered. Hey, what up, Jen? Good to see you.
Well, hey, I want to say something here real quick. So Jimmy, he came in and was on like one of my chats, like first one, and we're talking about like these are small numbers. I mean, there's been like I've had a couple of big streams and stuff, but it's I mean we're all small in YouTube's eyes. The way it works is you're all small creators till you hit 100,000, and then you get the magical verified check mark. So. But I want to say is right now is that today happens to be Jimmy YouTube's birthday. Happy birthday, buddy!
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate
He is actually partying with his fam, and he wanted to come on to say hey to you, KoolFrogg, and be part of this.
That's awesome.
I mean, like Jimmy is. We're
really
here because of you, bro.
Line, I really want to see you get there.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome, man. He's totally gonna get there.
Because that river runs downstream or whatever. It is everything that happens here and everything that happened previously to me or whatever is going to actually accumulate. And he's like, Jimmy YouTube has a channel. His art is off the hook.
Yeah, we gotta get Jimmy.
It's just amazing what he does, and it's like everybody needs to actually, when you think about it, everybody needs to sub to everybody. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, it's it's all this stuff. The reason why for it is because of the algorithm and stuff. And KoolFrogg and I, oh gosh, man, it's like I would like to do a show with you, like just like I don't know, like a real quick one, like before you get the monetized, and then like a month after you're monetized, and see how it's changed. For you and your thinking and everything, because it's all about the algorithm, and it's everything is just it's crazy. Hold on here. I'm lost in the chat. I'm sorry. Alyssa Clips, how are you doing? There's so many people I don't know here, which is great.
Alyssa Clips, she's gonna join me at 10 o'clock,
which is 12 o'clock my time. Yeah,
right, midnight your time. She's gonna actually join me on my show. So as far as that goes, stay with us tonight. Stay with us. We got a long night of some fun to come. So it's very interesting what can actually happen next. So,
oh yeah, that's the thing. You never know what's going to happen. Teresa, did I say hi to you? Jerry says happy birthday, Jimmy. Divinity says happy birthday.
He's got his microphone off.
Darth Hideous says Jimmy is now 15.
Yep, 15 years old. That's me.
Old time's not real. So I'm telling you though, the other night, man, there were a couple of girls I know were kind of crushing on Jimmy, and they swore to a death to me, like I would be dead if I said anything to him. So I'm like, I can't help it.
I can't help it. I just got to tell him.
Let's see. Hold on. I always love it. See, Divinity says like, "Hi, Ashley." I want to make sure I didn't miss Ashley somewhere. Yeah, man, this is just rolling. I love this. I love you guys. Guys, I want to take time to say thank you for coming out for KoolFrogg. But it is just awesome.
I'm watching that number roll. It says 989 now.
Whiskey Boots. The link should be at the top of the discussion, at the top of the chat. I'll drop it again. And also remember, guys, if you are, make sure you have live chat put on. If you top chat, you missed a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's pinned. Thank you, Grace.
Yeah, don't be a cup. Go in live chat.
Anyway, Jimmy, how's it going, man? How's your birthday been? And tell us the when you get done telling us about your birthday, tell us about yeah, I mean, man, you're the brains. You saw people that need to be together and stuff. How did you do all that?
I don't know, Doug. I just love the community, and I like it when people are getting along. So I try to move people to do that. You know, I try to just kind of push people together. And if people are being a little rough, I try to throw that out.
10 to go. 10 to go. Keep going.
Oh, we're at 10. All right, hang on a second here real quick. I'm sorry, guys, but John Smith gave a super chat, just subbed. So awesome that creators support creators. This is, I don't know. Like, I love doing this. It was,
It
who
really
was
is
the,
community. Like
was
you,
it Divinity was the first one?
it's got to be the best way to grow on YouTube is to start a little community of the same, like everybody doing kind of the same stuff. They like they common interests, all that. Like it's the best way to grow.
It's got to be better than just going out there every day, hoping that somebody thinks that your voice sounds good or, I don't know, whatever weird thing it is. You show your feet on stream. I don't know, something dumb.
Amazing.
I do want to say real quick, John Smith, his avatar, that's another one that I love because I love those old fashioned folding chairs.
Oh, those things, those arms would get so hot, you'd burn the crap out of your
There's
arm.
actually a company that started making those just like that again, and they're all American made. And you can pick out your pattern of what you want. It's awesome. It's ridiculously cool. Thank you, John, for the super chat.
So I see you got a bunch of mods out there. One of you mods, do me a favor and go and drop Jimmy YouTube's link in there or whatever. Because if everybody's going to
please
sub to me, they should also sub to him. Because what's the point of not subbing to somebody that's as talented as Jimmy YouTube?
Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Jimmy, we need to do a. I like what you're saying there. The final countdown. I like what you're saying, Jimmy, about supporting each other and stuff. And it's the only way that you can, at least kind of taking what you've been saying, the way I feel, the way I've interpreted it, is like, yeah, you're right, Jimmy. Like, that's the only way we can fight the algorithm is by creating our own algorithm. And which, by the way, I just remembered there's 2 new members. I missed that. Clumsy Clairvoyance bought one, and somebody remind me who the other one was. Anyway, sorry guys. This is an on fire chat. I can't believe, man, this many people are coming out for you, KoolFrogg. This is so great.
It's great. It's
awesome. Rabbit bought a membership. Thank you, Rabbit.
9 to go. Exactly, Squad Bob. 9 to go.
Oh wow. Yeah, I need to go back over here and put this up. There we go. Oops,
there you
go.
Look
at that, guys. The countdown's going. So Jimmy, also though, so how was your birthday?
It's going great, man. It's going great. I got a water jet from some family for my teeth. It's awesome. I've bing hanging out with a friend I haven't seen in a long time from the military. Came by, and I've been spending the day with him since like 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that. It's just been great. Such a surprise to see him. He showed up out of the blue. He forgot it was my birthday. Like, just a great surprise,
That's the best, man. Is like the out of the blue friend. They always seem to show up like right. I don't know. It's like how did you know to show up now? Is my thing. Is like, like you said, he didn't know it was your birthday. He just showed up. Like, that's really cool.
Gave him a great big hug, and we're still hanging out. We've been hanging out. He's married now, which was just such a shock, and that was cool. We're hanging out with his wife, and my brother's here, and got another buddy over. So,
that's awesome. That is awesome. Um,
You see that moving?
hey, Amy Dawn, how are you doing? Teresa said, "Hey, Jujubee." I'm going through the list here. Uh, uh, wait, hold on. Wow, don't know you, but first day live, dude. That's awesome. I we hope everybody sticks around. This is just try to have fun. Oh, 996, man. We're down to 4. 4.
No, don't everybody hold out to be the one that gets to say I'm 1,000.
That did happen. Who did that happen to? It was one of these we did that with.
Don't do it. Don't wait for the next. There you go. 997. There you go.
Oh
Keep
my
going.
gosh.
Don't stop me now.
Yeah, I know. This is so awesome. Like I said, man, this might be a. We can go home after this, man. Wow, 30 minutes. No, but isn't this great though? I mean, think about this. This would be such a great thing for KoolFrogg for Christmas. It's Jimmy's birthday, and it was funny. So like my first experience, I'm retelling this story. Some people have heard it, some people haven't. Because there's so many people new coming in here. Jimmy got me. He came in the chat. He started talking and stuff. And I think what happened was I was going with the White Rabbit to go to the tanning bed, and it was on something stream. It was a video I'd put up, and Jimmy made a comment, and she asked me, said, "Who is Jimmy YouTube?" I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who any of these people are. It's YouTube. It's all fake. And we got 2 away. And anyway,
here you go.
Yeah, Jimmy. Next time I was live, he got a hold of me and said, "Hey, go over here to Discord." I'm like, "Okay, I have a Discord. I've never really used it." And he was like, told me, "Yeah, just get on here and talk to these strangers, people I've never talked to before." Him. And as soon as I talked to him, he took me over to Grim, who was hang on a second here. He was editing music, and watching him do that was the most amazing thing because I couldn't believe how his mind works and how fast it was.
That you go back on his channel and just
1,001.
No way, dude! Awesome!
Thank
gotta
you.
screenshot
Thank you
that.
so much.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Here
That's
it is,
awesome.
man. Oh, I almost hit stop screen. I was trying to screenshot it. I almost hit stop screen. Holy cow, dude. Let's see here. Let's just capture, man. Hurry up and hit that button.
Yeah, I went and I hit that print screen right away. I'm like, all right, here you go.
That's me. I'm like, what did I do wrong here? Congratulations, KoolFrogg. Congratulations, man.
To only go back down to 1,000? What? Come on now.
Dude, that is crazy. That is crazy. Clumsy Clairvoyant says she just feels like she hit 1,000 herself. This is what it's so exciting.
It's very exciting. Thank you all so very much. It's great.
Hang on a second.
wow. Congrats, Frog. So cool, man.
Yeah, man.
It
Congratulations.
would not have happened without all of you.
I was gonna say, don't you dare say legal vices.
It's all of you that actually helped.
No,
go,
we're
Divinity.
giving
You're
legal vices a hard
Thank
time.
you.
So yeah, this is so great, man. It is so cool. Squad Bob put up cherries. There's something about cherries, and he's got like they're poisonous. I don't know what it is. Alyssa says, "Yay, KoolFrogg." Susie tried tonight. I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive in the world. I will turn it inside out. That sounds awesome. Miami Spice, congratulations, KoolFrogg. Amy Dawn,
so
party
much.
time. Ashinator, party. Memento Mori, round of applause. Rabbit says congratulations. Jujubee, he's also look 106. Look at this, we can't even keep up.
Hell yeah!
Wow, man,
Hell yeah, that's
this
the
is
way it's supposed to
awesome.
be. There you go. Thank you all so
This
very
is
much.
awesome. See, I'm staying on the portrait of Florida. It's getting cooler slowly. Look at that counter just rolling now. It really is cool seeing that. Infamous Truth Taylor. I subscribe to his channel from. Uh-oh. Don't let us know that.
Hey, we all do that.
No. I only have one. I have one. I have incognito. But anyway, you know what's funny is so I had a big growth spurt, and that's what the thing that happens is you can't control how this stuff
Oh, it's
comes up and
actually
down.
throwing fireworks at me.
Oh, is it?
That's
Look at that!
awesome.
You are.
Yeah.
You've got fireworks, man.
It's got fireworks. That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Sweet.
Let's see here. What's I'm still reading the. I'm still reading the chat. If it was true, Taylor, I know you're the best. But let's see here. Socks need to be subs too. Digger 420 says, "Cheers, KoolFrogg." Meme Copium, congrats, KoolFrogg. Vicky T, I got here just in time. Clumsy, oh my gosh, how cute! This is so excited for KoolFrogg. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Divinity, saying, and Divinity, if I send her the right link, I don't know. We're gonna find out later. She's gonna cuss me or not. Because I sent the first link I sent the wrong one.
Yeah, I did.
They call me Rose. Woohoo! Congratulations, KoolFrogg.
Hey, Rose, how you doing, dude?
This is yeah, I saw Rose earlier. I didn't get a chance to say hi. So what do you now that you're here? Okay. It sucks because you still kind of hold your breath. I mean, like hopefully what happens is you'll continue to grow up, right? And like the higher you get, you feel better because you're like, okay, like, am I going to start losing some now? Because that's what always happens. And Mel she actually started following hers because she's been doing those Advent, every day a new thing, shorts. And she like went up, I forget how many, and then like lost something like 20% of her subs the next day. And so she tweeted YouTube about it, and they said that it was what they do is that, you know, a lot of those accounts could be fake and stuff like that, and that those accounts as they get deleted, you lose a sub, and it's like that's not fair to the creator, you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean that one I don't really get, you know, because there's a lot of people that actually say, "Oh, I was unsubbed." So today, I was actually unsubbed to Divinity.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Were
I
you
was actually
really?
unsubbed. I've been part of and around Divinity for the, you know, the better part of this year, and have been subbed to her since. I've commented on so many things. I was paid member for so long. To see something like that, it's really irritating to see that you actually just randomly get yeeted from somebody's channel or whatever, and you're just like, well, wait a minute here. I never unsubbed to that. I wouldn't unsub to that.
Yep.
Why in the world would YouTube go to the point of actually removing me for no reason? And
There's
they
something
say that
weird
they
about
don't. They say
Yeah.
they don't, right? They say, oh, no, that's not true. We don't do that. I'd have to disagree with them because
Dude,
I've seen it.
yeah, like I had so I haven't had a growth since October. And like I did a stream
Sorry.
a week ago or something, and I had like 5 people new in the thing, and they're like, "Oh man, I subscribed, thank you, you know, I'll be back," or you know, whatever. It was like I was like, "Oh, this is really great. Like, this is awesome." Matter of fact, Big 45s was one of the people. After the stream was over, I went and checked the numbers because of what's been happening with the whole like YouTube, how they do the up and down thing. And sure enough, like I said, there was like 5 people said they were new subscribers, and I lost 1 sub. So I didn't gain 5, I lost 1. And I'm
Right.
like, what is going on here?
And
It-
when 5 of them said that they just
Spam.
subbed you and you actually lose one, you're like, did I seriously lose 6 subscribers as I was gaining the other 5? You know, it's like, well, what the heck? How'd that happen?
yeah, right.
There was one from Mighty Meat saying, congratulations, you should hit that one. These guys are hilarious.
I'm going
I was
to.
seriously just with them for the last hour before we started this show. They're so fun, and they're such nice guys. You should always check like check everybody out. I don't understand why everybody doesn't just sub to everybody.
Hey boys, I gotta park back to here.
Hey,
But
Jimmy, thanks for coming on, man. Happy birthday.
Thanks, brother. Happy birthday.
Brad, I'm glad I could be here for this momentous occasion. You know, it's a big one.
Oh, wait, Hanson, I got you covered up. Sorry.
Well, it's cool. I don't got much expression of myself anymore.
Well, hey, you're wearing the Santa hat, man. That's never should cover up the Santa, dude.
Like
that is awesome.
Holiday spirit. I'm basically a Christmas baby. But
yeah, you are. You're the gift that keeps on giving.
You guys are, you know, I really appreciate both of you, and thanks for having me on, Expert Frogman. Congratulations again, just so cool.
Thanks, brother.
Jimmy, thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, we'll be talking soon, dude.
100%. All right.
Merry Christmas, happy birthday. Or is it happy birthday, Christmas? No, wait. Merry birthday?
Merry birthday.
Merry birthday.
Merry birthmas.
You were the baby Jesus in the play. All right, man. You better get out of here before I get in trouble.
Take care, everyone. Bye, chat.
That's awesome.
That's
funny.
Oh, man.
Mighty means like we're stream sniping to celebrate. Like, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Jimmy is awesome. See here, Mighty Meat. I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Let's see here, 7 times. I don't know.
Dang, 7 times because like I said, it was unsubbed to her or whatever. That's when she said that. It was right around that. And that's the disturbing part, to actually see something like that happen. You just like, well, wait a minute here. Why would they do that? Why would they, you know? And then they say they don't. Why would that be a thing that would just randomly happen? It's like, I interact with her pretty much on a daily basis. When, you know, every time she puts something new up, I go, and even if I don't comment on it, I at least view what she's done. And that's why it's so confusing. It's so confusing on how YouTube's algorithms actually
Da Vinci stuff. Yeah, like I've never been unsubbed from her. One time, let me ask you, have you ever gotten into where you've had to unsub from somebody because your recommended was nothing but their videos?
No, I've never not unsubbed to somebody other than for a specific reason.
Like the only time, like I had to do it to reset the videos I was seeing. So like, let's say if it was you, it'd be like, I go to like recommended videos, you know, and that's always, I think that's kind of cool because it kind of gives you a collection of stuff that you see and then some like newer stuff like other creators do. And like I go recommend videos and it was like the only videos it showed were KoolFrogg. Or, you know, it's like, and it's happened to me twice. It was a long time ago. And I don't remember who it was or anything. I just remember I was like, how weird it was. Maybe it was like ID Crisis. It was like a weird thing. Like you're like, why would this be picking up like this? And so it's like, so you, like I just like, well, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna unsubscribe, and then come back and resubscribe. And finally, I did like, you know, whatever, and it worked. I was like, okay, that's the weirdest thing. But I've never really noticed. Maybe I've been unsubscribed and not noticed it on some things too.
Yeah, that too. This is like if I would, you know, because like I say, I watch her stuff every day, you know, so I seen that I was unsubbed. I'm like, wait a minute here, that's not right. Quick, go sub.
Yeah.
How many people do you not pay attention to on a daily basis that you don't think of that they're actually creating something that when you get unsubbed, it takes you another month or 2 before you realize that happened, because you're just like, well, wait a minute here. Why, you know, what's the point? It's so super disturbing for them to say that they don't do such a thing, to only have that happen.
It's not that I think it's intentional. I think there's a glitch, you know, and you got to just address it. Jujubee, this is one I noticed today. I've been subbed to a few channels I've never heard of. Has that ever happened to you?
No, that's weird.
Yeah, I've heard that before, and you know what's funny is I could go back now and I could be like, Oh, this is weird. Yeah, now Raymond, this happens to me. I never get notifications on time, usually 4 or 5 hours later. Um, yeah, I've not. Maybe I have been subbed because I'm subbed to a lot.
Right. And seeing that's I was just thinking that. So I'm like, go to my subscriptions real quick and take a look. So 3, 6, 7, 979. Yeah, I've been unsubbed to probably about 20, 21 different places in the last probably month because I was over 1,000.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So yes, it is something that they do. And I don't know who it is that I'm not, sub to any longer. 'Cause it's just, if I don't, I follow Divinity on a regular, whatever. I go on it. She posts her clips, her videos that she does in my Discord, so that way I can go click on them and watch them or whatever. So as far as hers are easier to come across and realize that I was unsubbed. It's like, if you think that I should be subbed to you and there's a way to actually get a message across saying that you actually posted something new, totally do that, because otherwise, you just never know who's unsubbed to you. I really dislike how the algorithm works.
Yeah, and you know what? Algorithm is it needs to have a new definition of it's just to mess with you. Hang on. Oh, cool. Hang on a second. Squad Bob gifted a member. Why is that not on? What is it? What's this thing called? StreamYards. It doesn't show me when there's a member gifts. Thank you, Squad Bob, for gifting a membership to somebody. And guys, on the memberships, if you go to my channel, you'll see there's a tab up top, and there's a place that says members. Go there, and there's a link up there for my Discord. I have a private Discord that's not associated with YouTube. Have you thought? Well, hang on a second. Let me finish this. So anyway, it says members. Click that, and that will get you into the Discord. And somebody will come along and make sure you get in and everything. It was explain everything to you. Hang on a second. I keep Divinity. Yeah, and then Divinity just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, Divinity.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I lost my.
Robin's like, hey, KoolFrogg, you didn't make it to the 1,000 on Legal Vices? No, I didn't.
No, I made it right here.
You made it right here, right on the experts.
Right here. That's right. This is where you go to get over the top. It's over the top. This is like, did you ever watch wrestling as a kid?
Absolutely.
What was you had to throw? Was it Royal Rumble? You have to throw somebody over the top. Yeah.
Over the top rope. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Divinity, you're welcome. More Misfits. I'm going to call them that forever. That is awesome. Thank you, Divinity. Yes, this is the Misfits, the Island of Misfit Toys, which they were the Waynes. They are the ones that saved Christmas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Battle Royal. This is how you get over the top. It's right here. Jerry, yes, very sweet of you, Divinity. Thank you. I love Divinity to death. And like I said, I sent her a link. I hope it's the right one. And dude, this is just so exciting, man. This happened so quick. This is what's so funny is that I didn't expect this. Oh, wait a second. Clumsy with a super chat. Hey, KoolFrogg, can we clip Eat My Shorts for Legal Vices? Hey, he didn't do it. Close, but no cigar. No, that's great though. It was so. Someone asked me the other day. Said, "How did KoolFrogg get so many subs so quickly?" And I was like, "I don't know, because you have been. You're like the hardest worker on YouTube to just now get to the 1,000, and it took me 7 months.
It's the live streaming. It really is. There's so many people that have said straight out that I need to actually go and cut and edit and put out shorts and whatever else and do all the other things that YouTube requires. All the work that I actually do to actually produce a show already, I don't want to be the guy that actually has to go and edit all that to actually put more stuff out or whatever. And I know it's some people like, oh, that's a little little odd. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Well, I don't have the time to do that. It just don't. So as far as that goes, it's not the easiest to do all of the things that YouTube wants you to do to get that growth.
Isn't it funny? It's and I think it's hard to. Oh yeah, in Squad Bob's got this KoolFrogg is always on late night, which is hard.
That too.
It's I don't know. It's hard to explain to people when you say you don't have time, because people think, oh, you're just talking, and but there is so much more than that. Hang on a second, real quick. It was true, like KoolFrogg. That's funny. I have more videos than I do live streams. I need to do the reverse of what you do: more live streams and less video. Live streams are more personal. It's I did videos. I did the whole like 3 videos a day, every day, forever, and it took me 10 months to get monetized, or that 1,000. But you know who is a rock star about this? Our next pop-in guest, Divinity.
Hi.
Div,
I
you're
the frog away.
Well, was it you got 7 frogs tonight, you said, or something?
Putting the frogs away. No, someone said they were unsubscribed from, I think, here 7 times.
Oh, Mel has been.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's very wild. Divinity. So it's funny. So you actually do fit into like the idea I was thinking of this show. I didn't think it would go so quickly for KoolFrogg.
I was like, he said 10:30. It's only like 10 right now. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. And KoolFrogg thing with Divinity is like like past was like with Jimmy and Grims and me is like, because you guys found me and stuff, and I don't know how that happened. And then Divinity, what was that May?
Yeah, had to have been at least May.
For those of you that don't know, Divinity did a video on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, one of her clips, and it went viral. And I was, I saw it and I was like, man, this is really great. I really love her work. And I looked at some of your older stuff, and I was like, click, I'm subscribing. And then I sent her I said, hey, would you like to come on sometime? It took a while for her to, and she did. But now she's just blowing up YouTube. She's got you've got the magic ears and eyes for it. I like Dorothea's Divinity for 60,000.
One day.
But anyway, so yeah, you came on, and then you met KoolFrogg right after meeting me.
I did.
And you've been here.
And
ever
your
since.
show used to go really, really long. And I'd be like, okay, what am I going to do? I got to go watch the news over in the KoolFrogg's pond. And so I would always leave out of here.
I still have that clip of you being like, oh my God, I just want to hear the news. He's got like 6 topics for the night.
Yeah, it was the good times, and it was only me and chat.
Yep.
No, yeah. You know what's funny is I've had several people. It's just several people. I mean, just like through the time of like, I guess like the last few months, like they miss KoolFrogg's late night with Sheriff just talking about the stuff, and I was like, I think that's so funny because KoolFrogg, you kind of got away from that for a while. Did you do that because you weren't seeing growth like you wanted to see?
No, not necessarily.
Good question.
You just evolved. You just like, I want to do something different.
I tried different things, whatever. Where like naming the show different, being like just reading the newspaper to changing it back to just stick with KoolFrogg. There's so many different variations and versions of trying to build something that you just can't even like, well, okay, that kind of stuck. This kind of didn't, and actually trying to find that happy medium or whatever. And like trying to create thumbnails for every night, that can be a pain in the butt in itself or whatever. You just kind of, all right, I'm going to go away from that. I'm just going to do a generic thumbnail. I've had several people actually try throwing me different variations and versions of thumbnails that are like, they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, it's like, I could, try that or whatever. And it's like, you don't think about it, and you just go ahead and you just continue to do the same things that you do or whatever. One that's actually really helped me out a lot with, or tried to help me out a lot with a lot of different things, like Crystal Clear. She's great. She's a great person, and she's always tried to throw different ideas and thoughts at me or whatever to keep me on my toes or whatever on different things. Even now she's talking to me in Discord or whatever, throwing ideas at me or whatever, because she hears me talking about the things that just don't work or the things that do. And she's like, if you try this or try that or whatever, there's so many people that have lots of ideas and things to actually, change the thing. Well, then all of a sudden, tomorrow happens or whatever. And it's like, I guess I'll just do what I had been doing. It's hard to.
Well, one thing I do want to say, Crystal is amazing. I kind of like the other day. I dubbed her like the Encyclopedia Britannica for the show, because if you say something, it's okay. Here's what's funny is, like, sometimes your mic is messed up, and I'm like, can y'all hear me? And the chat will just keep on talking to each other, and I'm sitting there like, hello, can anybody hear me? And nobody says anything. And then Crystal Clear pops up, and she goes, yes, I can hear you. We hear you fine. And I'm like, she's the only one. Thank you. And then and she'll always get after me for my mispronunciation of the word emu. I don't say the U properly.
Emu. Yeah, it's emu.
Yes.
Emu. That's right.
Oh, Div, I forgot. Yeah, so Madcore was another one that came around shortly after you.
Same time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Madcore is from Australia. And
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right?
That fictional place. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio, you could say it. We all know where he's
Dome in
really
Ohio.
He's in
Yeah,
Ohio.
gotcha.
Acting.
That would make the accent would make sense. But I remember Divinity for a while. She was always like, "I'm working on my Australian," and
Oh, yeah.
yes, it was so great because now, and I totally forgot about this. Like, I really am reminiscing right now. You were working on your Australian because just the little words they say differently, and you just don't think about it. It's like, what language do you speak? Well, you speak English. Nah, man, I speak some jacked up accent version of Tennessee. And these people are in Australia where I'm like, I don't even know where that is on a map. But yeah, it's that's, I don't know. Just, you got me thinking about all that stuff. And I don't know how Crystal, I think, found us through Madcore, right?
Probably.
That's probably true. Yeah, I bet that's right. That would make the most sense. Although Crystal, you never know with her. She's full of surprises. She's one of my
She
favorites.
is, and she just found out that her parents are sick. They got the
Aw.
the stuff you can't talk about, and
Sorry
so
about that, Crystal.
it's gonna be her and her sister for Christmas, and they're gonna go to the beach. And I was like, or she said, we normally go to the beach for the Arvo. And I'm like, what the hell's Arvo? Well, that's Australian for afternoon. Had no idea. I mean, I'd be like, I don't know what Arvo.
I never heard of that. No, she made that up.
She may have. She may had.
She's trying some new shit on us. Nope, we're not going to buy it.
Wait, she says it was not through Madcore. She found him later.
I knew it. Crystal's full of surprises.
Oh, she is. She is.
Wait, is that true? White Rabbit is saying that Crystal came on the night we did Ladies' Night. Is that true?
Oh, is it?
That's where we found Robin there as well. And
Yeah.
there was another super chatty lady that night. I don't remember her name. Do you remember a brunette woman who was real chatty? She had her cam on, I think.
Mm,
Damn it. I
no.
wish I could remember her name.
No, I
That's
don't remember.
fun.
I can't remember the shows. I can't remember what happened the other day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just remember thinking, whoa, some people are chatty and some people are not. And Robin seemed to be a pretty good fit.
Yeah, she is. She's in the chat right now. Hang on quick. I saw this. DB. So it's brekkie for breakfast. I'm so confused.
That sounds right. I believe that. Ricky.
Well, yeah, it does. It does go around there. You know what? Here's the thing. I just realized something.
Arbo.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to myself too, guys. By the way, I apologize. Isn't that sad? You have to recognize I'm an idiot.
We know, we could tell from here. Did you see that Crystal said, I came on ladies' night, she's right, Rabbit is right, and she taught us how to say emu. And you're not
Butcher it
getting
still.
Somebody that I haven't seen in a while.
I was just kidding
is
about we could tell from here. You didn't laugh,
Cece,
and
the
I
one
feel
from
bad.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Checking convictions.
Yep,
Thank
checking
you.
convictions.
Jeez, why
There you
that
go.
just go blank? Yeah,
I just had CC in my head for.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was always really fun to have around, and I haven't seen her in a while.
That was ladies' night also.
That's the problem. Is that it's ladies' night, which is a hard stream. That's a hard one to do, but we've got to do that again. It was fun. It was, God, I don't know. I just totally forgot about that. Well, I'm sorry. I've had a lot of things I've been thinking about otherwise. So,
KoolFrogg, are you already allowed to do like the paperwork for monetization, or what? What has to happen?
No, I'm not. I have to actually wait. I have to wait like another month because I'm still waiting for 2 strikes to fall off. One's supposed to fall off here on the 27th of this month, and I believe the other one's the 27th of next month. So I mean, it kind of it's still going to be a little while. That's why it's like, if you're thinking, oh, I'll just sub to him right now and help him get monetized, you have to stick around. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to go away for a little bit. No, it's not going to work. You have to actually stick around for at least a good month for
Stay
all
till
that.
Valentine's Day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Do a Valentine's stream and let everyone break up with you.
You actually like being around anyway. We usually have fun, or we try to. Cover news, politics.
oh yeah, Crystal, they have chick chat now.
We have ladies' night every time we stream on Chick Chat. See, I'm a shameless self-promoter. No, actually, that's the real grift, Crystal. You're doing it right. You brought something up. You have a little thing to advertise to us. It's perfect. I love that. What is ladies? When is Chick Chat?
I do not know if they have a set schedule. I know that it's been her and Mel, and I think Robin's on there.
Robin.
They did what they did one day. The one I saw, of course, I know I'm going to say this, and everybody's going to make fun of me. The one I saw was they were hot or not guys.
Oh God.
I know, isn't that awful? That's the one I watched.
That was the first one.
Were you waiting for them to get to you? You're like, please, come on.
Well, I mean, now that you say it,
question for Crystal is, when's the next one?
Thank you, KoolFrogg. Yeah, Crystal, when's the next one? Gosh, that is hilarious. Yeah, Mel knows she's making fun of me. And I'm talking about candy or lyrics or singing about candy.
No set schedule.
Idea.
Melissa, Robin, and Ashley. So 2 Canadians and 2 Australians. So it's basically a bunch of fake.
Yeah, it is. It is. I love it. I saw.
We'll see about that.
I saw Robin the other day said that the best thing about the holidays, whatever, was the Christmas lights. And I was like, yes. I was like, that's what I love so much is the lights. And do what?
I have a question about lights. Go ahead, though. Sorry, I didn't mean
No, that's it. Like you said, you have a question. I'm like, yes.
Do you think, or have you noticed? Because I feel like I have a theory that since the shut down, the 2 weeks to flatten the thing, I feel like people have got more in the decorating spirit for all of the holidays. And I wonder if it's because like the first year it's like, what else are we going to do? And now it's like everyone else is doing it. There are a lot of Christmas lights in my town this year.
Yeah, see, we did we drove around looking at lights the other night, and I thought to myself, I was like, man, I would love to be able to video all this or stream all this, but it's I don't know, it's funny. You get a neighborhood that's really good, and then you get another neighborhood like it's all bah humbug over there.
Yeah. But you can see
But-
there's like one guy trying. You're like, oh man, it's all dark except for his house. You're like, oh, hopefully the neighbors catch on or someone new moves into the area and like it starts becoming a thing.
Well, you know what is I'm thinking about your question, and that was for us like that Halloween. Our neighborhood like completely went crazy for it.
That's awesome,
And I
man.
was like, because like this past Halloween, it wasn't as, I don't know, as big.
Festive,
But
yeah.
here's the thing. I don't know. This is random thoughts. Like I wasn't obviously you could tell this is raw me right now because I'm like I haven't thought about this. But it's like man, yeah, this you bring up a lot of good points. So, what's that thing? What's the spooky place or whatever where you buy the Halloween stuff? What's
Spirit
the
Halloween.
Spirit? Yeah, I thought it was spooky. Oh,
We're
Spirit
so
Halloween.
close.
SB, that's better
You
than
know.
most nights. Spirit Halloween.
ID crisis in the house.
ID crisis.
Hey.
Awesome, buddy. Dude, ID. KoolFrogg is over 1,000. What's your latest, Frog?
1006.
That's awesome. That is
1,000
awesome,
and
man.
holding 1,006.
But yeah, the Spirit Halloween, like they have so much stuff that's like, you get excited, you're ready to like buy these like great huge animatronics, and our neighbors did this. I don't know where they're storing it. They have like the 8-foot
Yeah, you
tall.
gotta get a shed.
Yeah, it's crazy. Halloween, I think, is going to overtake everything.
I hope not. Christmas, I don't know. There are so many. Okay, I drove by this one house because they had like two houses on either side of the street were connected by Christmas lights. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll drive under that. So I'm driving by.
That's cool.
I'm like, wow, this guy has a lot of lights. The next couple days later, I'm like, let's go by the house with the thing. You drive by, the dude is out there putting more lights up. I'm like, I love this neighborhood. I don't know if like what's happening over here, but it's wonderful. So hopefully it inspires the rest of their street. But I like
That
it.
is awesome. Yeah, that's absolutely how like I am. Like, gosh, actually, I was hoping today to get up 2 strings of lights. It's just man, it's weird how my light situation. You got me on this whole
You
thing.
couldn't do it?
Well, here's what happened. So a couple years ago, you remember how like I had the fire department told me I couldn't play with Christmas lights anymore.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you that?
I think I remember here. You can say it again if you need to.
Yeah,
Tell
well,
the chat.
what happened was I went and got all the old incandescent lights my parents had. Those great big, huge bulbs. Yeah, because I was the LEDs we have are horrible. They're horrible. They're dim. They had this like weird shimmy glimmery thing. I hate this thing. So I did the whole house in incandescents, and I don't know. I had everything up, and then like I was in the garage. I'm running like about 15 extension cords, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I had a heater. I had a heater plugged in. With all the lights and everything on this one little circuit or one little plug-in, and anyway, it pops. And the thing goes out. I'm like, well, this sucks. I gotta flip the thing, and I go over there. I'm like, oh, I was like, this is hot. And then Rabbit comes out, and she's like, what are you doing out here? I said, nothing. And she says, why does it smell like smoke? And I'm like, oh, you smell that? And I was like, yeah, because I was hoping she didn't smell it. So anyway, what happened was that I put my hand up on the wall next to the circuit breaker, and you could feel heat coming off of it. I've got one of those thermometers, those laser thermometers, and I went and got it. And I shined it on the wall, and the temperature kept going up. And when it hit like 170, I was like, I think we need to call the fire department.
Oh no.
And so she makes me call the fire department, which this is the extended version. She makes me call the fire department, which she shouldn't do that. And so she says, right before I hit 911, she goes, tell them just send one truck. And I'm like, I don't
do
think that's
remember
how
this
it works. She
story.
goes, we just need somebody competent to come out here and check to see if there's a fire. And then I'm like, okay. So I call and I go, yeah. And I told them the story, like I told you. And they said, man, I was on the phone with them and I could hear the siren start going off. I didn't realize there's
4
a new
fire trucks later.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was. It was 4 trucks, 2 police cars showed up. It was, I think it actually was like New Year's Eve. We still had our lights on and everything because, you keep them up through New Year's. So these guys had nothing to do. And we live right on the edge of the county and the city, so everybody came out. And yeah, I got told that I couldn't, that I shouldn't keep gasoline the way I kept it in the garage. And also, the funniest thing is that the last fireman that comes in, he comes in with one of those great big, huge. It's not an axe, but it's one of those like demolition tools. And he comes in and goes, "Okay, where's the wall?" And I look over, the rabbit's eyes are like just got the size of like tea saucer or saucer dishes. And I'm like, oh, jeez, I'm dead. I'm absolutely dead. There, because he was ready to tear down the wall, to attack the fire. Anyway, they stopped. The other guys were like, we don't think we're going to do that. Have to do that. And they brought out. They have those scanners, like the infrared stuff, like Predator, the movie Predator. The heat says they have these scanners, and they watched the wall for like an hour. And I'm like, boy, this is awful. So anyway, yeah, that was all because of the Christmas lights. So I've had to go funny. A little bit less after. Sorry.
Rabbit said they sent all the fire trucks and the police. It was 11:30 at night.
Yeah, it was.
Your husband is handy.
Yeah. Well,
that was a lie. That's fake news.
The one that made me laugh is when she said they are dim. It's the expert talking about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Did she say that?
She did.
Well. So we got we did. It was like we need to replace our lights. And so the newer LEDs, because they don't burn as hot. Well, that was the other thing. So like we've got like they came in, they took out the receptacle, they cut all the wires and everything, and I was supposed to have a electrician come out and do all this stuff. It was very. Let me tell you what. As a dude, it is very humbling when the firemen are there talking to your wife. I'm sitting there. This is like every chick's fantasy. TV has told me that this is what women want. That she's got like 10 firefighters around her, and I'm sitting here, and all they are is telling her how dumb I am. And I'm like, look, I get it, okay? Like, it was a little hot. I just thought that there was a circuit breaker, and it would blow the circuit breaker. I didn't think it would blow the wall outlet. Anyway, so we start getting new lights, and the new ones are super bright. They actually look pretty good. And I need to add those to the house. I haven't done that yet. And thank you, White Rabbit. Wow, look at that. Fireman in love. Those are some emojis there. So anyway, I'm done talking now. Hey, KoolFrogg's got 1,006 subs. Isn't that great?
That's wonderful.
Change the subject. Hurry up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, guys, this is a great night for KoolFrog.
Wrong animal.
Oh, geez.
One of them animals out there.
This is a great night for Rabbit. What's going to happen for Rabbit? She wants to know.
Golly. Clumsy. This calls for the chicken ambulance. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was it was bad. Oh yeah, this is another one to hell and back. Says my friend's house caught on fire and her dad tried to put it out with a hose. They never had to call the fire department. That actually happened a few months earlier than this story, and I was very thankful that I got the fire out. Actually, White Rabbit, she saw the fire, so that was good. Got it out before the neighbors called the fire department. It's amazing how little neighbors know what's going on. White Rabbit puts up frog and rabbit.
Rabbit, frog, not much difference.
So KoolFrogg, let's talk about the future for you. What do you see as the future for your channel? What would you like to see it go as? And Divinity, as somebody who came in and just dominated so quickly. What happened with your future you didn't see happening? Well, that's a lot of questions, isn't it? Let's go with KoolFrogg. KoolFrogg, what do you want to see the future of your channel?
You know, I mean, obviously continue to grow, you know, it continuing to, you know, create more and more of an audience. This last couple weeks, the audience has been, the subscriber count grew tremendously in the last few weeks. And it's just amazing. I'd like to actually see them actually show up and actually see what I actually do, as opposed to just being a sub that's out there that has no clue, that doesn't pay attention. You know, I want them to actually come around and actually see what we actually talk about, and join in that conversation, because everybody has an opinion, and without everybody's opinion, where are we? We really seriously need to continue to do what we had been doing and get more people. It's like the whole bunch that I've had that have actually been those loyal followers for the last, you know, so many months are great. I just need to hopefully get the same out of this bunch that have joined me most recently, to actually understand what kind of stuff we actually talk about on a regular basis. Because, you know, y'all, you know, pay attention. You see flags that said, "Let's go, Brandon." That kind of stuff. When you actually, you know, start talking about the idiocy of this current government and what they're actually doing to us, and, you know, what they're continuing to push. And it's like, we need more people to actually understand and wake up to the matter of the fact, because it's really something. It really.
So you want your channel to?
I'm not going to sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm going to change formats and do this, that, and the other."
No, you have a goal.
Accommodate the audience. The audience needs to understand that this is what I do, and I want you all to actually, you know, become part of this this bigger thing or whatever. So I mean, there are nights, you know, like we're doing right here, where we just have conversation, where we just have people show up, and that's all we do. Like tonight, when we're done here, in a half hour, when I'm done here anyway, I'll jump over and I'll have my own show going on, where I have Alyssa Clips joining me. Now,
that's awesome.
She hasn't joined me before. She's been on a show with me before, but not my own. And
I don't think I know Alyssa before tonight, seeing her in the chat.
Sure. She actually missed the 1 year anniversary party or whatever, and she was upset that she missed it. And that's why we set up tonight. I'm like, let's just do another night. We'll invite you.
And it just also happened to be the night you hit 1,000?
Yep. Just so happens to be tonight.
Aw. I like Alyssa a lot. She seems...
Right. She's fun. She is. I've talked to her plenty of times.
She's always been very nice to me. Even though she's my arch nemesis. I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. I remember one day my husband was like, who's Alyssa Clips? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, it's exactly your channel. I'm like, oh, it's probably Grim. And he was like, wait, what? I'm like, Grim's always telling me if he was a chick, he would have all these subs. So it's probably Grim trying to prove himself, right? And then one day, Alyssa started talking. I'm like, oh, shit, that's not Grim.
Okay, so like I don't know who she is, so now I gotta check her out.
She does clips. She's really fun.
Well, Divinity, if you say so, then I'm good to go.
I mean, you know what? I gotta stop vouching for people, but I do like her a lot. I like her channel.
Well,
it's funny
she's still here. Aww.
You vouch for somebody,
and see me learn in real time.
You're gonna get learns tonight.
She's gonna get learns tonight, apparently.
Alyssa doesn't realize she shouldn't say some things on this channel. Everything ends up being an innuendo. So, Divinity, did you, when you got your growth, okay, your big spurt and everything, did it change you, or did you change any? like, would you have advice on that for KoolFrogg? Like how he said, like, because it's like KoolFrogg at the end of the day, he is doing his channel based on a belief he has, and he wants to stick with that belief. Is there?
Yeah. I feel like he's already figured out the same thing that I was able to figure out. I think at first because it happened so fast for me, I was like,
Mhm.
oh shit, there are ways to do this. I could put out 3 videos. What are people talking about? Let me go looking for things that are interesting
Mhm.
instead of just letting it come naturally to me. And that I stopped doing. I started going back to the things that I find interesting. If I catch it, I catch it. If I don't, I don't. If it's that interesting, I'll find it. So, and that has actually given me way less stress. I like it again. So
Oh,
hopefully he
that's
keeps doing
awesome.
what he actually likes. I love hearing him in shirts on. I don't know if it's nostalgia or just because I like their little banter back and forth. But yeah, I like a little shtick on the weekdays.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's reassuring, and it's you're not going into these streams that where people are like fighting with each other, and that's the worst thing to me. Like I love this tonight, and you even said, in a private message, you were like, I love this. Hope that we can do this for KoolFrogg, and that you love like getting people over these milestones. Boy, I can't talk anymore. And I'm like, I said mild stones, but anyway, it is great. It is so much fun. This is
It is.
because you're there for somebody right there at that little critical moment, and yeah, I don't know. It's really hard on creators because when you're starting to put stuff out, you want people to. I mean, you work hard on it. It doesn't matter how stupid it looks. That person worked hard on it.
Mhm.
And I say stupid because like I'm talking about there's nothing I like of my own. I don't watch myself. I don't listen to myself. I just keep going. And I don't know. It's the whole thing. It's really different being on this side of the microphone. Uh, but watching people grow and stuff is exciting, and I think that's the one thing that we can all get behind. And it's also it's Christmas right now and stuff, and I would like to see everybody be like that. But it's like, man, like just yesterday, I saw a couple of YouTube streams. I was like, man, these people are going crazy. Like this, just stop talking about it, and you don't have to have the
Mhm.
drama. That's it. Remember when you first came on? I was like, I don't do drama. I
Mhm.
don't do drama. And that's what I think KoolFrogg, like him in shirts and stuff, just sitting there talking. There is no drama. It's that reassuring voice that Americans love. The Walter Cronkite, the evening news, the it's morning in America. That calm. That it's going to be things are pretty much going to stay the same from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. You're not going to have a major tragedy. You don't have to worry about where your next meal's coming from. It's like a locomotive or a thing like a watch. Like it just keeps on ticking, and I think that's from everything I hear when people talk about KoolFrogg, your channel. That's what they say is that they love how consistent you are and everything else, and then people start falling in love with your voice.
So you changed a
Is
lot.
that real?
The camera. Turning
Oh
on
yeah.
the camera changed quite a few things because now
I'm
there's
telling you.
backgrounds, there's backdrop or whatever to actually put behind you, and
Mm-hmm.
people seeing this, they're like, wow,
Yeah, we had to
he
suffer
actually
through
has.
the other half of your room. It's probably still full of boxes, right?
No, it's all
Yeah.
clean. It's all clean. No, yeah, they're all on the other side. They're all stacked up nice. There's a TV up in the
Yeah, I'm
corner,
sure.
but whatever. But yeah, there's seeing the beard. There's so many of them that just like, oh, he's actually got a long beard. It's so cool. He's this, that, and the other. Just like you see that distinguished gray, and it's like, oh wow, it was just amazing how many actually like started watching more often because they actually seen that I was on camera, and I'm like, the camera really does something. People
So
do
the
like it
camera
when you do
helps
that.
you. You're saying the camera helped you?
the camera helps everybody. It really does. It's
Oh, it
amazing.
doesn't help me.
It does. Yes, it would.
It's amazing. I
Yes,
bet
it
it
would.
would. I
Yes,
bet
it would.
And nobody wants to see
I'm telling you.
a bad medical experiment.
He's
Infamous
right.
truth teller. If you don't
I would
feed the
actually
energy
watch
or
you a
the
little bit more often.
that's okay, dude. You just keep producing content, man. Just keep producing that content. If you don't feed the energy or the trolls, it won't grow into the monster that everybody makes it out to me. Because if you don't feed them, they'll go somewhere else to eat, and that is true. That's hard to do. Like that's somebody said something bad about you. I mean, or like someone want to scrap. Just I don't know. We just need to chill out.
Is he roboting or?
Yeah, he's roboting. He's being chewed up. And I think he's
All
trying
right.
to
Well,
talk.
we get the show now. The place where kings and queens hit milestones. Hey, Volstorm.
What's up, Volstorm? How you doing? Good to see you, brother.
Pop up.
Pop up.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Let him pop in here.
What are you doing? What are you trying to get to pop up?
Oh, I mean,
All right, there we go. Can you hear me now?
yeah.
Volstorm's comment there. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what happened. It just internet now. Oh, this is cool. StreamYards has acted weird for me. Has it acted weird for y'all?
I haven't been on in a
Oh,
while.
jeez.
Can you hear us?
KoolFrogg's locked up. Yeah.
No,
You can?
I'm not
I hear
locked
you.
up.
Can you
It's
hear me?
him.
Yeah, I can.
Oh. Do you hear me or not?
Yeah, we hear you.
Are you kidding me?
I hear you.
Hello? Oh, okay. Golly, I was getting ready to say a lot of words I don't say. KoolFrogg, real quick. So I don't know, like if Divinity, I mean, if she'll be able to tell you a lot of this stuff, but it's like it was weird for me once you get to that partnership program, because you've been working so long, so hard, and then you get there, and then all of a sudden it seems like all the rules that you thought you knew are changed, and you go back and you focus on every little aspect, and it's very maddening.
And I get that, so it's like every single show that I've done or whatever, I've done some kind of like an intro of sorts or whatever, where I, got Joe Biden mumbling, whatever, and I'm just like, how much of that is going to have to go away? Because that stuff is fun. That stuff makes people laugh when you actually see some people laugh anyway. It's just like you really. I don't know how much of the show will have to be taken away because I'm no longer able to do it or whatever, because YouTube's algorithm says no, and it's just like,
Yeah. Well, you already work with copyright right now, so you already know what they're going to ding you for. Mostly, you'll be able to look at the monetization stuff and go, okay, 30 seconds, consistency, 7 seconds, the first 15 seconds. There are things they look for that you can't have certain things in. After that, you can kind of make your show your own again. And I think as you see, because on the monetization pages, they like let you rate it yourself these days, and it's getting more like detailed. So they like tell you exactly kind of what they're looking for. So you can say, oh, I'm fine. This guy's actually says fuck a lot, but I didn't say it too often and I didn't say it very soon, so I'm good. You know what I mean? You'll figure all that stuff out. So if it's stuff like that you already know is copyright friendly because they don't mess with you already, then you probably just do your show for a minute and then be like, all right, I got some videos to show you or something.
What gets me is you guys don't have well, okay, I'll tell you this. If Grim or Guava or there's somebody else, who was the other one? We were just talking about this the other day. ID Crisis. If they ever tell you to play something, don't play it.
Yes.
That's the rule is 100%. If you play it, I'm gonna do a hate stream on you. I'm gonna be like, this dummy KoolFrogg, he went out there and he played something that Grim or Guava Ball or ID Crisis told him to do, and
should have known.
Because you're sitting there, you're like, like it shouldn't be bad at all. And I'm like one of the things like because like ID Crisis, I love giving him a hard time. His son took a composure in cinema class, and took Polar Express. And there's a part where there's no music in it, whatever. And his son had added music to it for his class. And he said, like, check this out. And it's like, it's really fitting. I mean, like, you feel the difference of the scene and everything. It just makes you more attentive to the details that are going on. Well, it's his son's music. And no, they got me for showing Polar Express. And so when they hit you on this, yeah, you can take that stuff out. But you're always looking at it doesn't go into the algorithm if
you can take it out as long as you're under 6 hour threshold.
ID got a 7.5 hour stream yeeted for me with this damn shit because he's like, oh well, first of all, you didn't show it for. I'm like, stop it with your first of all. That does not matter, whatever you're about to say, and it didn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's all about you are a.
ID's probably just sitting there shaking his head. Damn it.
He's laughing, man. He's laughing.
No. It was my fault. At the end of the day, I'm responsible for what I put on. And I was like, I wasn't in control at that point. I was probably drunk. And also I couldn't get my thing to stream. So I remember saying, wait, stop this. Am I going to get in trouble for this? I'm like, no. I'm like, let's not. And so it's definitely my fault. But I had super chats on that night and they made a lot of money. So I'm not mad at him.
Awesome.
It's fine. It's what it is.
That's awesome.
And you met some fun people that night too.
I met Lady Logic not Lady Logic, the fuck? I met Lady Rackets that night.
Oh, that's hilarious. It's hilarious because the way you said
which
that.
opened her up to actually go on that show, on Nick Rekieta's show, in which when you're like, oh, if you can make it to Nick Rekieta, you've made it.
That was wild. I remember sitting backstage like 15 minutes early, just being like, holy shit, I'm looking at the green screen. I'm like, I can't believe like I'm on this side of that StreamYard. It's so weird.
What gets me about that is that I just remember like it took the 2 weeks of saying one of us to get you to come on, and then now you're on one of the top. Gosh, I'd like to know what the numbers are. Like one of the top streaming channels. That's just awesome.
Yeah,
that's just awesome.
It was awesome.
Were you freaked out?
Yeah, totally. I always am anyway, so it was like way worse. Crazy. I had started drinking, so I was on with you before, so I had started drinking, so I was a little bit, fine. But yeah, very nerve-wracking.
Hey, Rick's Clicks.
Another rule, what did he say?
Rick's Clicks said, bless y'all, and then Volstorm says, another rule, don't stream drunk. Leave it to the pros.
That's such a bad idea.
Yeah, I know it. I talked to him about that, and it is. Bad idea. But
I've done it twice, and both times it's a terrible idea. At least twice. Yeah, it was awful. Bad things happened.
And isn't it funny that like you don't think that it ever would be? It's like, oh, like this could be fun. You see other people do it and stuff, and then it's like it seems like it always gets out of hand. I'm not saying for you or anything like that. I'm saying when you start seeing some people that do it constantly, like, oh, this is not good. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Yeah, you got to keep your senses about you when you're on this thing, because if you say the wrong thing or somebody else says something and you don't catch it, you're yeeted, man. You're gone. God, that's it's a terrifying thought. And Dictionary Diva, the super chat. Where's my high life? Damn it. High life is the champagne of beers. Thank you, Diva, for the super chat. That is awesome. We know a place. So when he is doing the trivia stuff, Diva may know this same place that I used to go play trivia at, and she may know that the reason why we like this place was they had High Life on draft for $1. So, Infamous True Tale Expert, I purchased the full YouTube beginners package from Think Media. It's all the ins and outs A to Z about YouTube. More than one to share. Infamous True Teller, I would love to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
it is. I don't know. It's just the whole thing is. It just is disheartening sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could bring up chats. Look, Rick's Clicks is completely snowed in. Sorry, I didn't. What's disheartening?
YouTube, how the whole thing
Oh,
works. Yeah, that's where
yeah.
because Infamous Truth Teller was talking about like all the ins and outs of YouTube and all stuff. It's like disheartening. You think it's like and that's okay. So that's one of the things when KoolFrogg was talking about like how his intros are and stuff, and he and change them. I have given up having any type of music because like I get
Oh
hits
yeah.
from it'll
Oh
be
yeah.
like Alibaba whatever uh made a claim on me, and it sounds like it's a total troll account from India or something like that, and you're like, what is going on? Like, why are they over here doing this? And it seems like it's a weird grift. But anyway, speaking of grifts, welcome to the chat, Volstorm.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the newest member of the 1K Club, the coolest guy in the pond, KoolFrogg. Congrats, my friend.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yes, KoolFrogg is the coolest frog in the pond.
He is.
Coolest pond in the frog. Yeah.
The coolest pond in the frog.
Pond in the
He
frog.
was all the things.
So,
That's right.
dude, I said something the other day that was so dyslexic that I couldn't figure out how to straighten it out. And I think the people thought they were waiting for me just to fall over with a stroke. And I'm like, wait a second. I know what I'm trying to say. I did that backwards, and that's really messed up. So, yeah, you'll get a touch of dyslexia here now and again for anybody who is new in here. And guys, please, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to KoolFrog.
It says 1,007, so another
We got
person
a new
did
one.
subscribe. Yep. Thank you
We got
so
a
much.
new one.
And
And the rule has always been that you have to be one over your milestone for it to be official. So as soon as you hit that 1,001 and then it went back to 1,000, I was like gritting my teeth for you, man.
And then it jumped again. It jumped up to 1,005, and I'm like, oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Glitch.
1,007, man. That is so awesome.
Yeah, 1,007. Yes.
That is so
Can
awesome.
I come on panel? Ooh, Rick's Clicks wants to hang out with you, KoolFrogg. I don't know who that is. I'm actually going to jump off here. I'm glad you finally made it. I hope to make it to your show later, KoolFrogg.
Yeah,
safe.
absolutely. Come.
Yeah.
I did throw you a link earlier. Come join us or whatever. We'll have some fun. We're just gonna hang out. It's not gonna be anything, hitting up news articles or anything, whatever. I don't have any specific content for tonight. It's just because Alyssa was upset that she missed the 1 year celebration, that she wanted to actually do something with me, and I said, well, let's do it. We'll do it Thursday night. We'll have some fun and we'll all hang out, and whoever shows up. So as far as that goes,
Yeah, that's
everybody's invited.
that's where I was going. That's where I was going to next. So this stream is going to end when KoolFrogg is going to begin. And before we do all this stuff, I want to. Oh, somebody's got to go do stuff. Somebody has responsibility.
it's I mean, it's fun. He just wants me to play a game, play City Skylines, and he enjoys it so much when I play because he just likes watching the cars drive around.
Well, you need to be playing a game then, man. So look, I'm replacing the pinned that went to YouTube's KoolFrogg's channel, and that is the link to his tonight's show.
Tonight's episode. Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know how to send people over to your thing. Isn't that sad? I don't want to bore everybody with
very
this stuff.
sad.
Isn't it though? I don't know how to do this. I've done it
Now.
It's just awful. Yes, Alyssa's going to be his guest over there. So please, everybody go over there and support them, give them love and everything. What else is happening? Is there anything else? I mean, you were there.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I was going to say, is there anything else happening?
Wants to hang out with that.
Before I leave, sorry, I was probably zoning. Yeah, I'm gonna be live on Madcore tomorrow night at 4:00 California time.
So
7
7
o'clock
Eastern?
Eastern time. Yep. We're going
Yes.
to go over all the latest YouTube drama, all this bullshit that I didn't want to bring on to this show because the show is freaking awesome. And I love you guys. And thank you for having me. And have a good rest of your show.
Divinity,
Well, good.
thank you for
can keep
being
us
here.
warm
Love
out
you to
here.
death, and you're just, I don't know, it just feels like a big old family here. So, yeah, we need to talk soon, though. Okay.
Yes, please. All right. See you later.
Bye,
Later,
Div.
Div.
Later, Div.
Oh man, so what do you think, Volstorm? Here he is, the little tadpole that was.
Dude, I'm telling you, I remember the push to 100, and you know, I've been on Frog Show a couple times, and then of course I was on what was it, a couple weeks ago, had the 1 year anniversary, and now here we are watching him go over 1,000, man.
Yeah, it's amazing.
See,
Hey, Gene,
that
how are you?
algorithm's already kicking in. It just dropped it down to 1,003. That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. It just don't get it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not. It's just
Hey man, I got a
come
picture
watch
of
us
sitting
tonight
at
and hang
1,000.
out, and you can get it back up to up to 1,010. However, whatever. It's fine.
Hey man, I got my picture, my screen clip that says you got over 1,000. It's a it's just how it works. I don't know, man. It sucks though about YouTube, but it doesn't matter. Hey, where Debbie? Welcome to the chat.
So then there's 10 minutes left before
Okay.
I actually have a show going on myself. So real quick, New Year's Eve, myself, America Shirts, Jimmy YouTube, Grimm's Bar, Mike, Outpost Nerd, ID Crisis, and Winning Reality will start out the New Year's Eve show. We will do an open panel where we'll get people to come in like we did last year and give us their resolutions for the year, what they actually feels the next year is going to have, what's what they expect the next year to bring. Last year there was awful lot of black pills. It was quite interesting how many people
I'm glad you said pills.
It was amazing how everybody was pretty much black pilled through it or whatever, and they're just like expected nothing good to happen through the year. We're gonna do the same thing this year. I named off the first 8 people. People will be coming and going throughout the night and giving their thoughts about the next year, their resolutions and whatnot. America Shirts is actually actively working on the year in review for me, like he did last year, and he'll actually give like one big thing that happened each month is pretty much how that breaks down. And it's always fun to have these active panels and to see what kind of conversations come out of it. Last year we had met Jimmy YouTube.
Oh wow!
And that's where we first met him, was during that particular show or whatever. So then last year it was just myself and Shirts and Jimmy YouTube, because he's just like he stuck around with us for most of the night, doing the show. Now having a panel of 8 people that will actually start the show out is really going to be something different than what it was last year. Everybody's invited to come and give their points and their thoughts and their resolutions and their whatever else, their thoughts of what to come for the next year. It should be fun and very exciting. It's really about a week away when you think about it. It's not that far.
Yeah.
9 days. When you think about it, it's right around the corner. It's going to happen quick, and it's going to be lots of fun. So everybody mark your calendar, stick with KoolFrogg New Year's Eve. You're going to actually come in. You're going to actually say at least something. You don't have to stick around all night. None of that.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, man, my resolution for next year is to take up smoking.
Don't do that.
Oh, I just figured like everybody's it's gone completely. No, man. I'm talking about like real smoking. Like I've got it down to Marlboros or Camels.
Marlboro.
Camel.
Oh, I do like the Marlboro Man, but Camel Joe, man, he's been hitting on me.
I've smoked both in my lifetime, and I'm so glad that I've been actually tobacco free for the last was it going on 5 years now. It's one of the best things I ever done for myself is to actually stop doing that. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. It's very bad. Just saying. But more power to you.
Well, I've already scheduled the tweets to go out for the next 3 New Years years to pick up smoking. I just want to see how that's going to resonate. So yes. Let's see here. What's so you've got you're in 6 minutes. Okay, so KoolFrogg, the link is at the top to go over and listen to him. I'll go over there and chill out, man, and say I'll be over there in the chat with you guys. Actually, I'm going to I gotta figure out what day is today. Say 30. God, man, it is. Only announcement I want to make is that I think I'm going to start doing because we have a lot of new members now. So if members go to my channel, and at the top you'll see a tab that says members. Click that, and there's a link to Discord in there, which is not associated with YouTube. Because if you, and this is something KoolFrogg, you're going to have to when you go to the whole process and everything, like you can link your YouTube channel to your Discord. The problem is that you can't moderate your Discord. If I could go become a member on your stuff and then go into your Discord and just trash you all day long. Is that not weird?
Yeah. Well, see, nobody goes. Everybody that's in my Discord already doesn't really talk to me on my own Discord. I usually go to somebody else's and hang out there. So as far as that goes, have fun. If you want to trash talk me,
but that's only if you link up your YouTube to your Discord. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like members, you can go to the members only. There's a link in there to my Discord, and I have mods, so it's not associated with YouTube. KoolFrogg, man, congratulations. Volstorm, thanks for popping on.
Hey, man. Congrats, KoolFrogg. Way
6
to go,
hours later. Guys, please remember hit the subscribe here and come back. I'd love to see you all. And man, dude, this is great, bro. For 1,000, man. It's been a long journey. This is the fastest show I think we've ever done. With that, man, I'm probably gonna get in trouble with this, but I don't care. We're gonna wrap this sucker up. And hey, Frog. Love you, brother, man. Congratulations. And
you, brother.
Dude,
Thanks, guys.
the best is yet to come.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that.